Please, please, please shoot him, homie. Stem up. There's really not much we can do with that situation. You have to save this stem for the last second. We do have several self-reses, but I would bet that that team has a lot of self-reses, and we're trying our best to get as far as possible. Yeah, back when y'all trolled my hairline when I had hair, that shit hurt my feelings, but now it's just a compliment. All right, Chino, let's fucking kill these peasants. What do you think, bro? How'd that blow up right there? All right, Chino, let's fucking kill these peasants. What do you think, bro? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, spectating OVO v Stazy. I'm gonna call him Stay because that makes way more sense. He is playing with a duo partner. No idea where he's at because unfortunately spectating in this game is glitched. It's always weird to me that Warzone 1 was such a good blueprint and they had the answers to a really good game and they still just failed to remember Warzone 1. I don't even think Warzone 1 had this issue. Like just simple. But your boy's rocking 0 kills, which is strange because he killed me in the gulag. Fair and square. But we'll spectate Fury because he's on 2 banger right now. We've got the raw. We're in a nice little area for sure. Stays in trouble. We need to get closer to him. What did we say in my last couple of videos? That we have to stay together if we're going to fight together, right? It's way better. Stay has to back out that entire fight to regain. And unfortunately, just us not utilizing cover, we get clapped. Even though it was another enemy, because normally if it's another enemy you get third partied, I'd forgive you, but it was a dude's teammate and he was literally 2 feet away from him. So again, just even if you're shooting at an enemy, try to play that ridge a little bit better. See, that's actually wild. I wish I didn't know you could do that. Granted, I've never been in the position to try, but I wish you couldn't plate in the water. You mean to tell me we can't sprint and plate, but you can plate while you're in the water and just hide, and repeat and hide, plate up, repeat. Seems a little ass backwards to me, but maybe I'm the moron. I do like the fact that Stay's changing a position, trying to make a lot of something out of nothing. Good snaps, good reaction time. Spotting some color over there. I think it's an enemy, at least checking it. I fuck with that. A lot of people always assume they're dead bodies. They assume this and assume that. And I always want to, you always want to double check. We have people above us. Oh my God, he might jump down to our left. What are we doing? Nope, he went and hid in the corner. Common sense would dictate. He hears us coming in. He push out, try to come up behind us. But your boy thought sitting in the corner with a bunch of dead bodies was the best play. And it's not. At this point, I'm not too sure what we're doing. We've looted this building at least 15 times now. We're turning around to do it one more time. That's right, baby. You let them know. You let them know who you are, homie. Ladies and gentlemen, Warzone for you. The dude finally moves 6 feet forward and gets clapped by a bunch of people camping. I'm very shocked they're not pushing us right now. And there are definitely 2 of them there. They know they have a knock and they did not push that. Very big mistake. You see that all the time. See it all the time. Like, look, if it's quads and there's multiple teams, yeah, you don't want to get one knock and fucking push it. But duos do, when you know there's only one guy around, that's wild, because then we can come back and do this to you. Now the vehicle just pulled up, so there's probably another guy here. I really wasn't paying attention to see if that dude got on a vehicle, just drove it 6 feet. But yeah, that's exactly why you push that. Found them. Now let me ask you guys, do you prefer the live spectating videos for authenticity? Or do you like and prefer the videos that I pause them, break them down, go in depth with the gunfight? I feel like the pausing videos offer a lot more value because we can skip a lot of the bullshit and just talk about gunfights and positioning. Most of the time it's getting clapped from people holding positions. Now look, even though these guys are good, again, we're in a kind of a rough spot. It's going observatory and we're a far ways away. We do have one vehicle we can take, but we got to go through a compound. We know there are enemies here and there's probably a lot more. Fortunately, we know one of the buys doesn't have a UE. It's worth checking the other, but it's fine that we're not. I'd rather have one. And to be real, the enemies we run into haven't really offered much of a challenge. But again, I want you guys to notice, again, they're good players and they're staying close together. They're not split off. They're not going on each side of the bridge. One's not in the building and one's not behind a car. They're literally clearing together. And you don't have to actually hold his pockets, but have your teammate within visual. So if he gets shot at, you can offer some kind of assistance. Because if he gets knocked, if he gets cracked, you're there to shoot back at the enemy's gonna most likely stop unless they're an absolute asshole. And they'd rather die for the execute, which happens a lot. Here we are, split off for a split second, and Stay says, no sir, I'm coming back to you. All right, bounty's up. Of course we have him. We're gonna have a lot more people. This is a glitch that's there every game. Weird. I'm just realizing he doesn't have his guns. Now that's even more shocking. I wasn't even paying attention to that. He has his guns. But this dude doesn't. And I know he came out from the ghoulie, or we bought him back, but again, we had those two buy stations we literally just left and they were sitting on a decent amount of money. He could have got his guns. It's not a bad ground loot set, and you can always win with ground loot, but why make your life harder? Good live pings again, just great teamwork for that. Stay probably had no idea he was there. He had no angle to see him, and great job on Fury just pinging before he shot the enemy. Beautiful shots. Absolutely zero recoil. That was a nade and a half. To left hand side, yeah. Good job on the enemy, honestly, baiting the res and breaking away, trying to make a play out of that. I don't think the enemy was really bad in that aspect. He just got caught out. Unfortunately, his teammate got picked and we pushed. And again, just wanting to highlight the fact that these guys aren't absolutely slaying the lobby, but they definitely have game knowledge and they're doing a great job. Pinging enemies, getting knocks, pushing, playing aggressive, suppressing each other. Like when we got down in the lake, your boy Fury was there to suppress the enemy, allowing Stay to cross safely somewhere else and eventually get res. They've had a great synergy this entire match. Again, we are in a bad spot. Let's see how they play this. Rotating on the low ground is the only way to go. I always want to recommend the high ground, but again, certain situations dictate certain strategy, and if you're getting clapped from 14 people above you, you have to take the long way around because it's going to come back here. So just wrap your ass, bro. Not to mention, there's plenty of vehicles. Never mind, there's no vehicles here. Just kidding. And even with this, they're like, we have to do a wide wrap, and time is of the essence. We have 1 minute and 7 seconds left. We've got to skedaddle. We do not have a lot of time to play with this team or this zone. He does have a cluster to suppress with, and I guarantee you, judging by how he's played, he will use it to suppress, even though he wasted that first one by the buy. And again, that team had hard cover. That team had a wall. That team we just killed, they had a building. They had everything they needed to win that fight. And really, realistically, they should have. What helped us was the fact that, again, Stay was pushing up and he had no idea the enemy was there. And that live ping from Fury was so crucial that all of a sudden Stay's his red alerts right up and they're able to push up. So as he's pushing, Fury's getting shots off on us, on the enemy. And then once Fury needs to push up, we're getting shots off on the enemy as well. This is the beauty about duos compared to solos too, is usually in solos at this point we're down to like low 20s, sometimes in the teens of players, and it's just long and slow. Duos is a lot more, I would say a lot more balanced. I love the fact that after we kill the guy, he just snaps up and looks for the enemy, trying his best to be observant because he knows his teammate's gonna be around here somewhere. Good job rotating to the right-hand side. Great job on the enemy just playing that ridge beautifully. Unfortunately, getting that kill. I'm surprised he didn't play that porta potty, to be honest. Maybe he didn't want to get poop on him. We got a sniper glint to the right-hand side. Is that what I just saw? I feel like I just saw a sniper glint at this building, but I might be mistaken. If he gets clapped in the side, and that's what it was. Still got several buy stations in, but now we have guys on the hill already gatekeeping us. And again, like I said earlier, I kind of wanted to get out of there way sooner than we did. We spent a lot of time doing a lot of things, and we could just rush to the buy, got our shit, and got out. Ladies and gentlemen, Warzone 2. And the fact that we were literally one bullet from a guy sitting in a corner staring at a door. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. They limit the amount of UAVs. They limit the amount of bounties. They basically took everything you could use to be an aggressive player out of the game. So you have to play way more tactical now. But even if you play tactical, you can still die to guys like that. That is the worst part. I think they were trying to find a balance. Unfortunately, I think they nerfed TTK a little too much. I don't know what a good balance would be for TTK, but it's got to be better than this. And see, I understand why they did it. They lowered TTK and took all that shit out because they didn't want just the top 1% in the world running these lobbies and everyone else struggling and pulling their hair out. I get that. But now, you got to find that point to where you limit the aggressive players a tad bit, but it still doesn't benefit people sitting in corners staring at a doorway, right? There's got to be a middle ground to where they still get shit on and aggressive players will still benefit a little bit. You got to create a little bit more of a skill gap, I would say, right? Because again, for players to want to get better at the game, you have to be able to get better. If the ceiling is just that, what is there really to work for? I know a lot of you guys would have loved to drop 30s in Warzone or even 20s in Warzone 1, right? But unfortunately, that dream of dropping 20s and 30s in Warzone, if you couldn't do it in 1, you're going to struggle big, even worse than this. It's going to be a lot harder for you guys. So it's like they nerfed not just the aggressive players. I think they nerfed everybody. Mostly because they don't believe their player base is good enough. I think Activision has little faith in their own players. Vehicle pulling up behind us. We're focused on UAV right now. I get the guys above us. We got a dip, dude. He's right behind us, my guy. He's gonna come up that zip line real fast. Again, I get the guys on the roof. I understand that, but we could have just played that a little bit closer to the building. I'd hate for this guy to come up and just fucking clap us. And honestly, dude, I think we needed to stay there. Where's our teammate at? Is he going to Lodi? Is he a psychopath? I wish I could see where my teammate was at. I would love to be able to spectate and see my teammate on the mini-map so I can teach people the importance of mini-map awareness. It'd be really cool. There's V-Stays right there. We found him. Loadout is here. Of course, people are nearby. You're a wild man for that. And he dev errored. Or I did. Oh. All right, so here we are finally pushing the airport. Now, airport's a bitch of an ending. You definitely want the high ground. I think no one's surprised at that. I think we're all aware that high ground is going to be the spot. Now we need to get it and get it quick. You know, when it comes to high ground, cool, and a lot of people understand it. But when it comes to that, timing is very important, and most players don't pay attention to the timing. Guy to your left, good adaptation, not focusing to execute. Another player to our left as well. His FOV must be low. We didn't see him on the left-hand side, and now we're getting cucked on. Fury goes down. All of a sudden, there he is, utilizing the smoke to get off and hopefully go to the buy, but unfortunately gets absolutely obliterated. And again, they put himself in a situation where it was basically a duo quad against two teams, but really his lack of observation left-hand side is what cost him that. But I will be honest, again, we can play a bunch of what ifs. Since he was focused on shooting the enemy, he's probably focused on tracking the enemy. So I'm not gonna really say nothing there. But we definitely saw the dude there, and unfortunately, it is what it is. Now the enemy's got us gate kept. Good job jumping off. We got that Dury. And again, look at who's got the high ground. Look at how early they got there. Positioning, of course, being key. When you have multiple level buildings like this, it could still be anyone's game. High ground is not the key rule. Remember the last game we spectated, when that random circle dives a certain direction, it favors whoever it favors. Oh my god! See, guys, you stack together. Look at that shit. All right, Idish. While your teammate died, you sat here and watched him, and then you decided to peek. Good job, brother. We have audio on us. There we go. Throw that out there. You make them think twice before coming in your room, guy. We're looking at a 1v10 right now, and I am not feeling too confident in your boy's gameplay and ability. I'm gonna be honest. Not to be a dick, but you gotta be a team player. I would be fucking pissed and livid if I approached the door to shoot somebody and my teammate did nothing to help until after I was dead. Not only did he let him down me, you're throwing me out of bounds. What are you doing? Not only did you let him down me, but you let him execute me. Yep, beautiful shots right there. We hit the wall and the floor. Great job. Oh, we're being stunned. We're being mined. We are just trying our best to get the hell out of there. There's another. How many does he have? Oh, shit. There's the staircase. Oh, we hear people. Oh, my God. He's panicking. There's so many ways to watch. He's so used to sitting in corners with one doorway. Now he's in trouble. We've got more drill charges coming in above us. We know there's an enemy guy there. We do have a staircase. We could push him and maybe get the high ground and take advantage of this third party, but no. And honestly, not a bad idea. Now the circle's rotated out. It's time for us to go. We didn't loot the gas mask off the dead body. Big L right there. If we could Dury gas mask our ass through here, if you would have paid attention to that, that would be a beautiful play. But now we're forced to run in the wide open. And that is the biggest flaw you could fucking make in an in-game setting right there. And then Ninja Gotti just absolutely dominated him. When you run in the open like that, you can't be surprised you die. Again, he didn't have a gas mask, but that's his own fault. The dude he killed literally had a Dury, I think it was a 5 tier. There you go. Stand next to it. Yeah. Yeah, and push him. There you go. He's probably like, how'd I get damaged? You stood next to it. That's how. We've got to get out of here, brother. I believe in you, Gotti. Beautiful shots. The attack. I love attack. Trying to utilize the stems to get through. There was another player to the right. I'm pretty sure it was a duo right there. I might be mistaken, but definitely sounded like 2 bitches were shooting at us. More guys on the high ground. Look who's got the rooftop. Not paying attention to us. Thankfully, utilizing the fact they were distracted to our advantage. I would have taken that ladder. I'm going to be honest. But it's okay. We dicked on this dude anyway, but I still would have taken that ladder to get the high ground. But they might not need to after all. Where is his teammate? Oh, that was a solo. My bad. I said we have a duo left here somewhere. They could be doing a gas play. Oh, you assholes. Good thing about these choppers are they're very weak. So if they just focus the same chopper, they could get this. And you know, players like this, dude, shame on you. Honestly, and to be 100% honest, we need to find a way. Oh, what a find. Do you think you could do that without killing yourself? I don't think so. We need to shoot at the enemies. We have to shoot at them. Does he not have ammo? I wasn't paying attention to his gun. This is not, waiting is not the good play because they could actually win the game. What are we doing? Are we going with a stem play? Someone shoot him, bro? Please shoot him, homie. Stem up. Yeah, this is just unfortunate. I do like the fact that it was a little too soon. I do like the fact that he's stemming the gas. There's really not much we can do with that situation. You have to save this stem for the last second. We do have several self-reses, but I would bet that that team has a lot of self-reses, and we're trying our best to get as far as possible. Now look, yeah, wait for yourself to bleed out a little bit before you self. It's just the only play. Oh no, he didn't wait. It's unfortunate. And I think he's done for. He's got another self. I hope he's got several. We're pinging a buy. What buy station can we get? Yo. I don't know if he's got another one after this. Oh no, we should have went the right. I think this is it, brother. Please have one more self. Oh. Well, guys, we found the new strategy. We found the new strat. People will always find a way to be rats, you know? People always find a way to be rats. It's just... It's sickening. Activision, Ravensoft, Sledgehammer, everyone that's involved with this game, here's a simple fix for issues like that. Instead of just removing the chopper, just try to sit down for a second and use your brain and just think. But since you won't, I'm going to help you out here. Just listen closely. The last two zones, you know how you have a nuke animation and like everything dies? Why not just make it like a little EMP animation or all the vehicles get disabled? All of them. That's simple. That's easy. It's a simple fix. And people can't do shit like that. Very simple. We've been asking for you guys to disable vehicles in the end zones literally since Blackout. Going on 5 years now. It's a very easy problem to solve. And clearly you know it's a problem from removing the helicopters. Yet here we are just doing the same shit with now small choppers. Now, again, let's rewind a second. They should have shot the fucking choppers and shot them down. Those choppers are very, very weak. Very, very weak. I'm very shocked they didn't. I didn't pay attention to his gun, but I don't think he was out of ammo. One, because I saw him loot ammo. I'm shocked that they didn't do that. They put themselves in that position for whatever reason.